This conference will now be recorded.
So yesterday there was a lot of network issue. So we will just have a glimpse about the things whatever we have done yesterday. Then we'll continue further. Okay. So yesterday we were discussing about GST, goods and service tax. So I had discussed what is GST is. So it has been subsumed of many different types of indirect taxes like excise duty, VAT, service tax, etc. And it was introduced on 29th March 2017 and came into effect on 1st of July 2017. So what are the types of indirect taxes which have been got subsumed under GST are here it is mentioned the different types of majority of the taxes, major taxes like VAT, service tax, excise duty, CST, all those things have got subsumed under GST. Okay. So then we have discussed about the types of tax under GST. There is intrastate and interstate. Intrastate that happens within the state, like within Karnataka, from Bangalore to Mysore, Mysore to Mandya, Bangalore to Mandya, like that, within the state, which consists of two tax types, that is CGST and SGST. CGST stands for Central Goods and Service Tax. SGST stands for States Goods and Service Tax. And we have interstate tax. Interstate means when the transaction is happening from one state to another state. For example, from Karnataka to Mumbai, or from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu, from Kerala to Tamil Nadu, like that when it is happening. So that time we'll be collecting IGST, that is Integrated Goods and Service Tax. So what is the CGST, SGST, why it has been segregated under intra-statements? Once I pay the tax to the government, collected like CGST and SGST, the tax portion, for example, if the tax is 18%, so it will be divided equally, like CGST 9% and SGST 9% will be there. The state government is going to take their share and they are going to send it to central government, the other 9%. In IGST, it is subsumed again with CGST and SGST, both combined together. That is why it is called as Integrated Goods and Service Tax. So wherein IGST is collected and it has been sent to the central government directly. So central government is going to take their portion 9% and then they are going to send it to the state government. So in this, it is only who is going to take their shares first. Okay. So then we saw the objectives of GST, components of GST. So CGST, SGST, IGST, and we have one more called as UTGST. UTGST stands for Union Territories Goods and Service Tax. So whenever the transaction is happening with any union territory, the tax collected will be UTGST, which will be sent directly only to the central government. No state and all is going to come into picture. Okay. So any doubts till now? Am I
Ma'am,
audible?
for UTGS, yes, ma'am.
Sorry? Yeah, ma. UTGST means Union
Ma'am, for
Territory Goods. Yeah.
will central government take and will they give some part to UT or will only the
No, no,
central
no,
will take,
no.
ma'am?
Only central will take, because as you know, there is no chief minister or anyone. It is governor undertaking. So union territories means it comes directly under the central government. They won't have the this one election, or they won't have any such thing which a normal state will have. Why? Because it will the geographical area of that UTGST will be very much lesser, even to compare to be a district also. So when they are creating the state, they will check for the, they will measure for the geographical area. When they are dividing the districts also, they will measure. So the measurement of the union territories will be very less. It will be not even equal to one district size also. So when it is very less of space, so that will not be coming under any of the states, and those part, the small area which is left out, it will be coming directly under the central government, where governor will be taking care. So there will be governor rule, and they don't come under any states, and whatever the things that will be implemented or organized or set into union territories will be taken care only by central government.
Yes, ma'am.
You want
Thank
me
you,
to
ma'am.
explain it once again or understood?
Understood, ma'am.
Okay. So whenever the transaction is happening to any such union territories, so it will be UTGST and it will be paid to the central government alone. So they are not going to share it with any of the state. Okay. So then we saw the 15-digit GSTN number, how it has been obtained. So if I wanted to start up a new business, first I have to go and register myself to in the income tax department by submitting all the related documents of my business. I will go and submit, and they will register, and they will give me GSTN number along with TAN number also. So based on my personal PAN card, they will be providing me the business PAN card. Business PAN card will be in the name of my business. Okay. So business PAN card will, in using one business PAN card, I can start 9 different entities or 9 different types of business. It is not branches. Okay. One business is having multiple branches. It doesn't consider that it is different business. Different business in the sense, like I am into clothing, I am into construction, I am into sales, I am into manufacturing, like this different types of business. Okay. So using one business PAN card, a single person can start up to 9 different types of business. Okay. So when I am getting this GSTN number, it will be consisting of 15 digit. The first 2 digit will be stating the state code, to which state you belong to. For example, 29 is for Karnataka, 33 is for Tamil Nadu, like that. Okay. And the third to 12th digit, that is 10 digits, that will be my business PAN card number. Okay. And 13th digit will be using this business PAN card, how many number of business are being run, means 9 different types of entities I told, no. So how many business are run using this business PAN card? So usually it will be one, not more than one or two. Anybody has the guts to show it, because once they show it, they are into trouble. That is why people get into binamis. So they won't have the all the business in their own. They'll be giving it to their relatives, children's, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, their relatives, everyone. So those are called as binamis. If a single person is showing more number of entities, more number of business, means definitely they are into the CC surveillance of income tax department. Okay. So 14 and 15 digit, it is called as checksum digit or verification code. So understood means fine. If you did not understand, please tell. I'll explain about this 15-digit GSTN number.
Understood, ma'am.
Okay. So then in when I'm registering myself, there are two types of dealers. Okay, under GST. One is regular dealer and another one is composite dealer. So as I'm registering in under GSTN, so government is going to set a threshold limit. So it will be starting from 20 lakhs to 2 crore rupees based on your business size. So how much investment you have made, based on it, the threshold limit will be set. So this threshold limit will be set for one financial year, because as I start up the business, it is not that initially I'll be facing the profits. It will be losses. Majority losses will be happening in all the business. So once my business click, then only I'm going to see the profit. So what government has, income tax department has said is, until unless you cross that threshold limit that is set for your business, you are not going to collect tax from the sales. Okay, when you are making the purchase, you are supposed to pay the tax. But whatever the sales that is happening in your business, you are not supposed to collect the tax on it. Once you cross that threshold limit, so irrespective of 20 lakh to 2 crore, whichever it is set to your business, you have crossed that threshold limit, then you are eligible to collect the tax on the sales that is happening in your business. Okay. So once I cross that threshold limit and I'm eligible to collect the tax on the sales, then I become a regular dealer. So still I am into that threshold limit. I have not yet crossed that profit limits what the government has said to me. I'll be called as composite dealer. Means I have registered. I have registered under the Income Tax Act of GST, but still I am not supposed to collect the tax on the sales. Then I will be called as composite dealer. So what are the parameters they have set? So size of the business. So based on your capacity, you can start up the business. It is not that you have to start only this size of business or nothing as such. Okay. They have set the threshold limit. So composite dealers means, so it is 20 lakh to 2 crore. Now they have set change the regime. So periodicity of filing the returns. So every month I'll be filing the returns. No. So for a regular dealer, every month they have to file the returns. Every month they have to file. Wherein composite dealer means, as they are not collecting any tax, they can file the returns quarterly. Okay. So maintenance of tax records mandatory for a regular dealer, and for composite dealer it is not so very mandatory. Very few cases it will be compulsory. Okay. So input tax credit. Input tax credit means, so how this tax is being applied. So how I will be eligible to pay, or when I am getting the input tax credit. Input tax credit is nothing but when I am getting the tax payment, so return to me. So example, whenever I am purchasing, so like I have purchased for 100 rupees and the sales are happened for 200 rupees. So 100 minus 200, so sales amount is more. So whatever the excess sales amount is there, I am supposed to pay to the government. Okay, this is first condition. In second condition, my purchase is 200 and my sales has happened is 100. So this month I have purchased and I have paid the tax of 200 rupees, but sales has become very less, and wherein the sales amount, the sales tax what I have got is only 100. Means purchase is more and sales is less. So whatever the difference that is coming, so purchase and sales, it is 100 rupees difference is coming. So purchase is more. So that time what government will do is, they will pay me back that 100 rupees extra on the purchase. So pay me back means they are not going to give back that money. What they will tell is, so next month whatever the amount you are supposed to pay to the government income tax, reduce that 100 rupees and pay the remaining. So that is called as input tax credit. Understood with this? You want me to
Yes,
explain it
ma'am.
once again? Understood. Okay, so input tax will be allowed for a regular dealer because purchase sales, in both the senses tax will be applicable. So composite dealer input tax, I'm not going to get back anything because there is no sales only happening. There is no tax collected on the sales. Tax collection on sales. So regular dealer, they can collect the tax on the sales. Composite dealer, they are not supposed to collect the tax on the sales that is happening in their business. Interstate outward supply. Interstate means from one state to another state. If I'm making the sales, I can collect the tax over there. Composite dealer, you are eligible to make the transaction from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu or anything between two different states, but you are not supposed to collect tax on the sales. Okay. Concession on tax filing. So for regular dealer, there is no concession or anything because now they have become regular dealers. They are paying the tax, at the same time they are collecting the tax on the sales also. Composite dealer, at certain percentage, on certain percentage they are getting the concession on the tax filing. Okay. So GSTR return filing forms. For regular dealer, GSTR 1 is for sales, GSTR 2 is for purchase, GSTR 3 is combined of GSTR 1 and 2, that is purchase and sales. Both will be combined together in GSTR 3. For composite dealers, GSTR filing if they are doing, they are supposed to use GSTR 4. So understood this one, parameters that is set for the regular and the composite dealer. Any doubts? If anybody did not
One and
understand,
two.
1 and 2 means GSTR1. If I am filing the returns using GSTR1 means that is for sales. GSTR2 is for purchase. GSTR3 is combined of purchase, sales both. So regular dealer can file the returns using these three filing forms. Composite dealer only GSTR4 is there. So if they are using GSTR4
Okay.
means they will come to know that he is a composite dealer. So the girls who are from non-accounting stream, are you able to get it? Okay, when I'll be applying with eBay bill. So whenever my transaction, that is a single bill value is crossing 50,000 and above. If it is 50,000 also, 50,000 and 1 rupees also, more than that. If the invoice, one single invoice is having this, that time definitely my invoice should be associated. That means my invoice should be having eBay bill along with it. What is this eBay bill means? So once I am registering myself in the income tax department and I'm getting this GSTN number, TAN number and all, they will be giving me a login ID and a password. So that will be based on the GSTN number only again. So I have to get into income tax portal. I have to log in, and whatever the transaction, the bills that are being generated today for single day, I have to upload all those bill details to the portal. So once I upload those details and all, like the supplier details and the customer details, what is the bill value, everything, when I generate based on that bill value, e-way bill will be generated. Means if it is 50,000 and above, e-way bill will be there. So if it is 50,000 less to 50,000 means e-invoice is mandatory. Okay, e-way bill will be 12 to 15 digit number will be there. E-invoice means it will be like a QR code which will be printed on the invoice itself when I'm taking the printouts. Okay, so e-way bill is mandatory when the shipment, when the goods are being supplied to the customer, the vehicle that is carrying, the driver, he should be having the invoice along with the e-way bill. If he is not having the e-way bill, so then the shipment, the goods, whatever they are taking, it will be considered as smuggled goods, and their license will be cancelled, and there are imprisonments and penalty and many other cases. They'll be seriously into trouble. So it becomes mandatory. Each and every bill should be carried along with the e-way bill. Okay. So based on the distance from the supplier to the customer, like if it is happening within the Bangalore city, so they will give the permission for the date. By that time, the goods should be delivered. So if it is within Bangalore, means 1 day of time they will give. So from the supplier to the customer, like if it is from Bangalore to Hosur, or Bangalore to Krishnagiri, somewhere far from one state to another state. So based on the distance, they'll tell that it is 2 days, 3 days of time duration will be given. And in that e-way bill, I have to mention how the goods are being sent. Either it is traveled by roadways, railways, waterways, airways, how it is being transported, and the vehicle number, like vehicle number, everything has to be mentioned. So it has been maintained in such a way in under GST. Okay, so that is e-way bill. Next, e-invoice, as I told, if the value of the commodity or the stock is less than 50,000 in single bill, then definitely they should be having e-invoice. The same way only in the portal, when we are uploading all the bills, so by itself they will calculate the e-way bill will be generated and e-invoice also will be generated. Okay, we are going to take the print of that invoices and it has to be sent along with the goods. So understood with this?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Understood, ma'am.
Okay. So next we will go for, so what are the different types of tax rates that are there? So before there were exempted goods and taxable goods and all it was there. Now there is nothing as such. Okay, so the slab rates, so 0% means only milk and petrol is being exempted for time being. We don't know when it is going to come under the GST. So 5% for all the commonly used items like medicines, it can be stationery items and everyday. Now 5% of GST is applied on all the vegetables, food items and cereal, pulses, food grains, everything. Everything is applied with 5% of GST. Before this, so very recently, some 2 months back only, this rates got revised. Before that, on the food grains, vegetables, and fruits and milk products like milk and curd and all, it was exempted goods. But now everything except the milk and petrol, everything is coming under GST. Okay, so commonly used items, 5%, 5% of GST is there. So fast moving consumer goods like vehicles, mobile phones, furnitures, that this and all, they will be applied with 12 to 18% of GST. So luxury items and all, it will be having 28% of GST. So it might be luxury cars, tobacco, accredited drinks, and luxury furnitures. Like if I have to talk about the furniture, so normal furnitures, it will be from 12 to 18%. The same furniture, if I'm buying in leather, then it will be added up with 28% of GST. Okay, so wherever this 28% of GST will be applicable, there they will be having additional cess. So additional cess, again it depends from 1% to 25% of that item. Okay, and this additional cess is collected and being given to the government schools, hospitals, old age home, orphanages, which are taken care by the government. No, so it will be given to the those type of things. Okay, additional cess. And when I'm talking about gold, silver and gemstones and all, 3% of tax will be applied on those type of jewelry items. So these are the different types of slab rates, tax rates that are there. Any doubts in this? If anything you are not able to understand, you want me to repeat it again, please do tell. Understood?
Ma'am, for gift items or there is no GST. Why, ma'am?
Gift items. What type of gift items you are
Yeah, if
talking about? For example, what type of gift item?
it can be anything, ma'am. If I gift gold to my friend or relative,
No,
it's
no.
no,
It
ma'am.
it doesn't consider that you are gifting this gold for your gifting purpose. You are taking the gold. No, there also 3% will be applied. Even though you are purchasing and gifting a watch, you will be having 12% of GST on it. If you are buying any stationery items and gifting it, there 5% of GST will be there. Any item you are purchasing, irrespective of you are purchasing it for your personal use or for gifting purpose, GST will be there. I don't know except petrol and milk. Rest all other things comes under GST. Even a matchbox also you are paying GST. So from the birth to the death, everything comes under GST. If I have to get a birth certificate, I have to go and pay some amount, isn't it? So it has been like you are registering yourself that you are born. Now you are the citizen of India. So for that they will collect some amount. If you are dead also, so if I'm dead also, I'll be getting the death certificate. For that also I have to pay some amount to the government. So there is no such place where tax is not coming into picture. They won't tell it directly as tax, but some or the other way they are collecting the money. So we don't know from when this milk and petrol also will be coming under GST. Now those are the two exceptional things they have left out. So past 2 months back only it got revised. Before that, all the general food items and all, nowhere we had the GST. It was coming under exempted only. So when we are talking about the tax also, so if you are purchasing like normal type of items, like milk products only you take, if you are taking ice cream and all those things means, it will be like 5% of GST. The same thing if you are going for cheese, paneer and all, you will be having 18% of GST. So curd, it is 5% only GST is there. The same milk product only, when I talk about cheese, paneer or other things, 18% of GST is applied on it. So this is a basic requirement. In that also they have so much of bifurcation. So these are basic requirements. So 5% is enough. But it is not that if I don't eat paneer or if I don't eat cheese, I won't survive. Nothing as such. That is for my what taste part. I'm buying it. No. So it is considered something like one expensive thing, and they charge more amount of tax on it. So if we just go in detailedly about this tax and all, no, we can see n number of different types of things in this tax things only. So in the medicines
Ma'am, is
also,
it
if
there
you
even for water?
even for
Water, ma'am.
water, no, water it is not, but packaged drinking water it is there. So what we get
Okay.
in Kaveri and all, no, at home we get it, no, there is no GST. But the same water is filled in a bottle and it is packed and given to you, means 5% of GST is there on it.
Okay, ma'am.
So like that, these are the different types of tax rates, what it is there. Okay. So clear about the GST and number also, right? So now let's start to create the new company. So now we are going to create a new company for GST. Okay, we are not going to use the previous company over here because here GST is has to be applied in each and every step. Okay, so let's not get confused. So you should be very much clear about how the purchase is happening and how the sales is happening, because here we are going to concentrate only on the GST part, how the GST is applied when it is working with purchase sales. So here when I'm creating the company and giving the GST and numbers and all, it should be the actual ones. I cannot give any fake GST and number or anything. So using any company's business GST and number is not a crime or anything. That is why wherever you see the name boards of the companies or the business, they will be set along with the GST and number. So we can use it, so it is not at all an issue. But whatever the information we are giving related to GST, it should be the actual ones, irrespective of your GSTN number, HSN code or anything, it should be actual ones. Okay, so I'll just delete this company, whatever I have created yesterday. So I'll create a new company. I want you girls also to create a new company. You can give your name along with GST trading company or something. I'm giving MCC GST trading company. So here, whatever the information now you are going to give, it should be proper ones. Karnataka, and make sure whenever you are giving some information, you press enter key. Okay. So I will save it. Now, as I create the company, it will be taking me to company features, wherein taxation GST. I should make it yes. So I'm going to take NICT's GSTN number only to create my company. You people also can use the same thing, not an issue. So once you make GST yes, so the ones who are working simultaneously along with me, so create a company, choose the state properly, country should be chosen properly, activate GST. GST should be made yes, enter. So it will show the state, to which state I belong to, and what type of registration I am into. Either I am a composite dealer or a regular dealer. So I have to apply the tax on the sales also. So I'll keep myself as a regular dealer. Accessee of other territory means, is there any transactions that is going to happen with any union territories? No, I'm not going to work on any union territories. GST applicable from, this is the financial year, current financial year, and GSTN number. I will give the GSTN number of NICT. So periodicity of GSTR1. So here the more important thing is tax collected on sales. Okay. So they are asking periodicity of GSTR1, how you are filing. Either it is monthly, quarterly. So if it is a regular dealer, monthly they have to file their returns. It is mandatory. Okay. So set alter GST rate details. I'm going to keep this no. Why? Because if my business is dealing with any one type of tax rate, like 5%, 12%, 18%, any only one type, means that time I have to keep this one as yes. But I have to show with multiple tax rates, so I'm going to keep this information as no. And e-way bill, I'm going to make it as applicable from the current financial year. Threshold limit will be on the invoice value, as I told, no single bill value. Based on that one only, e-way bill will be applied with the threshold limit. So the invoice bill should be 50,000. 50,000 and above, e-way bill becomes mandatory. Applicable for intrastate means within the state also is it applied? Yes, within the state also it is applied. And for that also I am keeping it as 50,000. So 50,000 worth rupees, any single bill value is there, means e-way bill becomes mandatory irrespective of intrastate or interstate. So print e-way bill. So I am not going to print anything because I am not working on license mode. It is an educational mode and I don't have any login number or login details. So I'm going to keep this one as no. The ones who are creating, please use the same information and create your company. Once it is done, please tell. Girls, if I am going too fast or something, please tell so that I'll reduce my speed. If anything you are not getting also, please tell. I'll repeat it once again. Girls able to do it? Any doubts? Please tell. Done, girls? I'll save this. So here no other information I have to give. I'll just press Control A. So now my company is created, applied with the GST details. Means my company, what is the GST number I have for my company, those information I have to give and create the company and save it. So now I have to create the ledgers, required ledgers. So ledgers are created in order to pass the transactions. So now here, apart from the regular ledgers like my suppliers, my customers, other ledgers and all, we have to create the tax ledgers. So here you can see it is input SGST. Input means whenever I am making the purchase. Output means whenever there is a sales happening. Okay, and we have to create the everything accordingly. So here is almost 10 ledgers I have to create apart from my customers and my suppliers. Okay, we will create one by one. So tomorrow I will share this information about the company creation and the ledgers so that you can try it out. So along with me now, whoever is creating, you can create from gateway of tally, go to create ledger. So first one is input SGST. Input SGST means it is state tax. Input means purchase. So here I have to create it under duties and taxes. So what type of tax it is? GST. It is state tax and percentage of calculation should be 0. So give this information and create one ledger.
Ma'am, can you do it again?
From gateway of Tally, go to create. Enter, select ledger. Enter. Now type in the name as input SGST and it will come under duties and taxes. So here type of duty will be GST. I have to select GST and what type of tax. Tax type will be state and percentage of calculation will be 0 and not applicable.
Okay, ma'am.
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll save it. Now input CGST. It will come under duties and taxes, GST, central tax. And percentage of calculation will be 0. Rounding method not applicable.
Done, ma'am.
So next we have to create SGST, CGST we have done. Now input IGST. Input means again purchase when it is happening between two different states. Input IGST, that is integrated tax. So duties and taxes, GST, and here I have to select integrated taxes. Percentage don't give anything, let it be 0 only. Not applicable rounding method, save.
Ma'am, what is TCS and
TCS.
yes, ma'am.
TCS you should not activate no ma. Press
Yes,
F11.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
F11 if you press only GST should be yes. Rest others and all it should be no. If anything else is activated it will go for that tax also. So here when I am coming here to this point only GST will be shown. See here GST and others only it will show. If it is asking for
Yes,
TDS or TCS anything means that means you have activated, you have made that one also yes under your company features.
yes, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, how can I alter company features?
So come to gateway of Tally. From here press
Yes,
F11.
ma'am.
F11
Yes,
and
ma'am.
see only GST should be yes. Rest others and all it should be no. Anything like TDS, TCS, anything you have made it yes. So whatever we are doing there and all, it will be asking for that related details also.
Yes, ma'am. Here it's no, ma'am. There I got TDS undefined, TCS undefined.
No, don't select anything over there. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So now I have to create the other ledgers. So I have created input CGST also. Now purchase on goods and purchase on services. Okay. Purchase of goods. So it will come under purchase account. So not applicable. GST is applicable. Here also I am not going to give any set alter GST details. So if I give so purchase on any one particular tax rate, then I should make this as yes. So for time being I am not going to do it anything. So type of supply is goods. Give this much of information only, don't make any changes. GST calculation will not work if there is any mistakes that has happened in any master creations. Done.
Inventory values effective. Ma'am?
Inventory values, that and all it is not required, ma'am. Give it
How to
has not applicable.
deactivate? Okay.
Deactivated, just make it no.
Yes, ma'am.
If you press space bar, you will get the options. Choose not applicable or no, like that you do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Only this much of information has to be given. Done.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll save it now. Purchase of service. It comes under purchase account. Type of ledger not applicable. GST applicable. Yes, it is applicable. Set alter GST details will be no. And type of supply will be service. So when I'm purchasing any service, how it will be applied that one. Done. Enter. Next one, purchase of goods and services is done. So sales of goods, sales of services. The same way, it is sales account, not applicable, applicable, GST is applicable, set alter GST details will be no, and this one will be goods. Save. So I'll save this. Next one is sales of services. So it comes under sales account, type of ledger, not applicable, GST applicable, yes, set alter GST details, no, it is on services, I will save it.
Ma'am, in PPT which you showed first, in that we also have inventory values are affected as for sales of goods.
No, no, make it no.
Okay.
See here, if I press Control I, so inventory, okay, keep this one as yes only, don't make any changes. See, inventory values are affected. So if you press Control I for more information, there you will be getting this details.
So this should be yes, ma'am.
Yes, inventory values are affected. See, by default it is yes. So don't make any changes over there. I will save this one also. Next, I have to create output SGST, output CGST, and output IGST. So output means it is sales. Okay. Input means it is purchase. So output SGST, it will come under duties and taxes, GST, state tax. So percentage of calculation will be 0 and save. I'll save it. So output CGST will come under duties and taxes, GST, central tax, 0% calculation, and I will save it. I'll make output IGST. So output IGST means integrated tax. Duties and taxes, GST, integrated tax. Percentage of calculation will be 0. Rounding method not applicable, and save. Done? Enter. So now whatever the ledgers I have created, I have to, from gateway of tally, I will go to chart of accounts, ledgers. So I will see the list of ledgers. Okay. So I will press F4 from here. Sorry, F5. From, if I press F5 from chart of accounts, I will get to know the list of ledgers that I have created. I'll show you once again to check. From gateway of tally, go to chart of accounts, enter, go to ledgers, enter. So it will show the list of all the ledgers that are created. So now to see what and all ledgers I have created, I'll press F5 from this. So here you can see the ledgers, whatever I have created, that is input CGST, input SGST, input IGST. These three are related to your purchase. Output CGST, output IGST, output SGST. This is related to your sales. Input means purchase, output means sales it is. So profit and loss account and cash account are the default ledgers. So I have created the ledger for purchase of goods, purchase of service, sales of goods. Okay, and sales of service I have to create one more. So I'll go to create ledger. So sales of service. So it will come under sales account, not applicable, GST applicable, set alter GST details no. So type of supply will be services and I will save it. So these are the 10 mandatory ledgers apart from your suppliers and your customers. That is your exclusive of your creditors and debtors. These are the basic 10 ledgers which is required to pass the transactions. Okay, so based on the transactions we have to create the ledgers, we have to give the required GST informations for the transactions. So how it will be done, We'll see it in the next class. So now, for instance, you people have done with this, everyone. So I'll give you 2 minutes of time. Just go through whatever I have taught you today. Any doubts? What is GST, how it is applied, what is GSTN number, what is the parameters between the regular dealer and the composite dealer. So what is e-way bill, what is e-invoice, how to do the activation, and what about the ledgers we have created, that GST part of ledgers, everything. If any doubts, please tell. I'll give you 2 minutes of time. Any doubts, girls? No doubts? So we have created the required ledgers for GST. So tomorrow we will start with purchase. Okay. So how to include the GST, and we have how to pass the transactions, we will see. Okay. So hope you people understood everything. No doubts.
No doubts, ma'am.
Okay. So tomorrow just put in a reminder to share that details of your company creation and this things. Okay. So company creation I'll share and the ledgers I'll share so that you can practice it. Okay, girls, you people can leave. Thank you. Good night.